4 little girls. Bombed in 1963 at a Birmingham church, September 15th. And that bombing, racist bombing, injured 14 people, but killed Sarah Collins. And the 12-year-old sister of Addie Mae Collins, who lost an eye. Sorry, my document froze up here. I will be replacing this computer very soon, mainly because I'm pushing it to its limits. So, anybody willing to support, you are welcome to do so. You will find no argument from me. There we go. I just wanted to kind of give their names because they should be. And although I was prepared to, my little document is acting funny. So here we go. So 14-year-old Addie Mae Collins, Denise McNair, Carol Robertson, and 11-year-old Cynthia Wesley killed just before 11 o'clock at this horrendous bombing, right? Oh, I already added Ram King Harris, but thank you. And this is definitely something that we need to stay aware of. We need to keep in mind because this legacy is not far behind. $1.99. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate the support. Right. But I also want to alert you to, something that we're often not told took place the same exact day. Same exact day, same exact city. Right. This is from a piece you can find on WBRC.com. Remembering the 2 boys killed the same day as church bombing. Riots broke out, right? It says later that same day, unknown to many people, 2 African-American boys were killed in separate incidents, says President and CEO of Birmingham Civil Rights Institute, Andrea Taylor. 13-year-old Virgil Ware was riding on the handlebars of his brother's bike when he was struck by 2 bullets and collapsed on the ground. His killer, 16-year-old Larry Sims, served just 6 months in a juvenile detention center. 16-year-old Johnny Robinson was shot in the back by a police officer. The officer alleged that Robinson was throwing rocks at cars. That's capital offense, apparently. Taylor wants to shed a light specifically on the young African-American men in our society. She says young African-American males are still endangered in this country in terms of the number of random killings of defenseless individuals. So, if anything, I just want to remind you that we also need to think about our boys, not taking anything away from the tragic deaths of the 4 little girls that we've known about since 1963. To be a 46-year-old professor in Africana Studies who only found out about this a little while ago, it speaks to the obliviousness of Black male life and the degree to which they can be erased from public memory at a whim. We've known for years now, and we talk about this in Black male studies circles, that there are about 200 to 300 Black males killed by police officers every year. And that doesn't even include those killed by vigilantes. How many of those names are we familiar with? Right? We hear accusations that too much attention is spent dealing with Black males who've been killed, but the interesting thing about that is there's about 1 or 2 of them whose names we remember out of 200 to 300 per year. And again, that doesn't include vigilante murders. So that said, I would argue the number of boys and men that we don't pay attention to is staggering. And if this is something from 1963 that I don't know about or we don't talk about, what's happened since then? How many names are we familiar with then? Anybody want to do the calculations of 200 to 300 deaths nationally per year from 1963 to 2021? I don't have the heart to, but I ain't mad at you if you do. That would be the number of Black males that we do not think about who have long since died at the hands of police. And again, may or may not include vigilantes.